Hello everyone, it's Pancake again. Would first say Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you have a wonderful day today. For today, I will show. I want you to want to show 3 battles, all of which are played in this ship. So if you don't know what it is, it's a premium ship, tier 7 of the Russian line. It's a destroyer, of course. So let's take a look at the team lineup. So it consists of tier 8s and 7s quite evenly, and then we have one poor tier 6, the Fubuki, on the enemy team. Okay, so the ship's called Leningrad. Like I said, it's tier 7. It has 130mm guns, like most of the Russian destroyers do. 5 guns, single turreted, of course. And it has 2 torpedo launchers of each 6 launchers, as you can see. 4 launchers on each torpedo launcher, and they have about 8 kilometer range and I believe 60 knot speed, maybe 65, not exactly sure. So I was leveling up a captain for the Moskva, which I might unlock in the near future. So I still don't have a 4-point captain skill on this one, so still running with the base range of 11.6 on the main batteries. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually enough. You cannot stealth fire, of course, but it's not really important because you want to keep moving with these ships and keep the guns like active at all time if possible. So, and due to the flat arcs, of course, and the great shell speed, yeah, 11.6 should be enough. So here I'm trying to cap A, although the Pensacola gets really close and he gets into the cap, as you can see. So I had to smoke up. I've got a base detectability range of, I believe, 7.3 kilometers. So as you can see, this guy thinks he should push in like a madman, so he will pay the price for it. He will be my first kill right now. So my first medal, first blood, first kill. Only did 6k damage, but hey, any damage helps, of course. Capping the point A is also good for any player because it gives you a lot of extra XP. So I'm still not able to cap it because now the Leningrad is in there as well, but he gets so much fired at by my team that he has no other option than to actually turn around and leave. So he will get out of the cap soon, as of now, and I'll just continue my capping. So I'm still using my smoke. Will be capped in a second. Just now. So now we see a Benson there. So I decide to go for him, although he disappears again. So what do? I'll just go back to the Gneisenau. As soon as I fire on this guy, the Benson is appearing on the map again, like we can see here. So it's important for me to target that Benson, because any enemy DD can be quite a hassle. It's the most dangerous ship for the enemy anyway. My smoke is fading, of course, because it's not never ending, and keep my focus on the Benson because I have to do it anyway. Just sadly, no one was shooting at it, so yeah. Oh well, maybe this guy, the Tippets. I see that the Mahan is dropping smoke or deploying smoke. It was not really at the right time for me because I have to turn around now, and but it's fine. So I'm still spotted, still shooting, of course. These are the Benson torps, most likely, like 5, so he has 5 tubes of each launcher. So far away that the spread was so wide. So I'm getting shot at, of course, because I was still spotted. And I was so focused on the enemy team that I didn't saw the torps coming from my friendly from the Miyoko. He already started to apologize before he hit anything. Kind of stupid of him to launch these storms. Normally I get really frustrated by this things, but at this battle I was quite calm and was more focused on the enemy team because it was more important, of course. This time we targeting the Miyoko, trying to drop my torpedoes, so I had to move a bit forward. Stupid enough, yeah, it was radar spotted, but I guess it wasn't radar but hydro, so it will spot torps. So my torps would have been spotted as soon as I launched him, so that's why he turned away. He's gonna die anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I might well hit the Scharnhorst if I'm lucky, but most likely I won't. The Miyoko's down. So the weird thing is they could have shot me earlier already, but now I'm kiting away. Now they're starting actively focusing me down. Yeah, it's kind of too late. Even as a battleship, you want to shoot at destroyers as they close by, because they need to be gone as fast as possible. So here I'm kind of lucky. Get 2 fires on the Scharnhorst with only 2 salvos. So he's not repairing it at all, and I think he just might have waited for the bad weather, basically. Because if he would have repaired now, he might get set on fire again. You don't really want that, because then you have these unrepairable fires, and that's gonna hurt you a lot. Okay, so now what I do? Still getting focused a bit here, like you can see. Prince Eugen. Wasn't really worried about it, so I used my repair consumable to get out of the way. I'm unspotted right now, and we can see the cyclone is hitting. So we know that that the visibility will be reduced soon. So I'm using this island as hard cover for all these forted, so they won't be able to shoot at me. The Gneisenau is far away, so his RNG accuracy will, well, hurt him, of course, for that distance. So what I do here is I focus on the shores. I didn't really notice at first that he was AFK, but apparently he is, because he wasn't shooting. So I'll just try to get 2 fires. And I still use this island as my cover. Still keep an eye out of what the enemy's doing, of course, after a couple of salvos. Because you don't really want to get caught out by the enemy team. If you just keep in the sniper mode. Okay, so yeah, so multiple fires. Might get a second soon, I believe. Not sure. Anyway, so one could argue why keep shooting at the shores, but you know, let's say he comes back into the game, like he gets logged back in, or for some reason he can become a real hassle for destroyers in particular, because if it's high, like accurate guns, high rate of fire, 12 guns, you know, on the ship, so it can be quite dangerous. So as you can see, the weather is getting dark, so the cyclone is gonna hit. So like it does right now. As you can see, the visibility reduction is significant. So I think it's like 7 kilometers maximum. I'm not sure, but I think it was, or maybe even less. So yeah, the shores is gone because of fires. It's my 3rd kill. I tell my team that I am planning on going through the channel to go in Cab B, because it doesn't serve me any purpose to push A, because we know there's like 4 or 5 enemies there, so that would be just suicide. It's not necessary. It's just gonna hurt yourself and your team. So I'm dropping these opportunistic torpedoes, because I saw like the Amagi going this way, and there was another battleship, I believe, and you know, you might hit, you never know. So you can do some additional damage and yeah, force them to turn away or something. So like I said, I'm going to through the channel. because there's no reason to go A. Our Miyoko is going to for some reason, I don't know. The Mahan has the same thought as I did. Just go B, cap it, and see what we get there. Like I said, 2 torpedo hits gives me a nice Confederate medal, and even some flooding damage. So you see the damage sticker still going up, so that's always good. So you can see the Mogami killed the Miyoko. That was at the B cap. The Miyoko launched his fighter plane, so it might be spotting the enemy Mogami, so that would be benefiting us as destroyers. So we know where he would be, and we can still fire at him if we're going if we're deploying smoke, for instance. We do, however, have to get close enough to be in view range. So both in the cap. The Mahan is, well, we're going a bit of a separate way. I'm getting spotted here soon, because I'm getting within that spotting range. So we're still capping B, and now we're getting spotted. And yeah, so I have to drop smoke. I have no other option. And it doesn't really matter because yeah, it's important that we get the cap point for our to increase our cap points, because we're kind of behind in ships at the moment. And even with cap points, we're behind. So the spotter plane got destroyed by the Mogami, so we can't spot him anymore. The Mahan was smart enough to push in and to spot him, to give like this 1 second of spot for deploying a smoke. So he's getting spotted again, and I try to hit him, and I set him on fire. Lucky, but he will repair it, because apparently his damage party consumable is up, because the damage sticker isn't going up anymore. So at this point I thought, well, it's not really looking into getting us a victory, so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna kill that Mogami just for my own pleasure, and yeah, just like, suicidal, is it? But I couldn't care, because I just wanted to get that kill before I die. So it was really important for me to set him on fire again. I don't get any luck here. Puts in a big hit, obviously. He has like what, 10 guns, so 10 203s with HE. So I'm setting him on fire again, so that's my luck basically. I actually need it as well, because now I know he can't repair it, and then he dies. I did too, but hey, who cares? We got 4 kills, some decent damage, 2 nice medals, so we couldn't complain. So at this point, we're still behind in points. Well, not anymore, because the Scharnhorst killed the Prince Eugen. So we're ahead in points right now. And by the looks of it, they will cap C soon. Although, yeah, we still have friendlies there to reset it. So I told the Mahan to go to A to cap it, to make sure that we have that additional capture point. So that way we can still keep our points advantage. Yeah, so you can see we're 1 ship behind at the moment. And yeah, so the Mahan is going A, he's gonna cap it. This Nagato, well, I told him to focus the Scharnhorst, the Scharnation. He's at the lowest health pool there, so the Benson, which for some reason is still alive, he killed our Scharnhorst, so that gives, well, they get them more points, but we're still ahead, so that's good. So Nagato tries to kill the Scharnhorst. He is quite unlucky with RNG, because as you can see, like what, 1300 left. The second salvo, he will still be alive at 54 hit points, so it's right as sad, but yeah, it is what it is, of course. And Nagato was smart enough to turn as soon as he saw that he didn't kill the Scharnhorst. So as you can see right now, 4 shells out, 54 hit points. That's a bummer, but so smart thing of the Nagato was that he turned around. He knew he was going to die, of course, so he tried his last salvo and he killed it. So that was good. So basically we both get points, so we're still ahead, like almost 100 points ahead. So what's gonna happen right now is the Mahan is gonna cap A, then we have 3 of the 4 caps, which is an advantage for us, and it was just important for them to stay alive. So I tell them to run away and stay alive. And I tell the Colorado to stop giving that much broadside. Good thing is though, we won the battle, and yeah, just by cap points. There's nothing much to see here anyway. So I'll leave you with the post-battle results, and then I'll see you in the next battle. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is battle number 2, as I promised. Again, it's in the Leningrad, tier 7 Russian destroyer. Someone in chat is asking if we want to go C, but I tell them to go AB. For some reason it's better to take A cap if you spawn on this side, because the islands give you more cover. Especially at A, they have that little island there in the cap, or partly of it in the cap, that you can use, which is, yeah, pretty powerful. Okay, so our battleships still go C for some reason. Turned out to be the right choice, because a lot of them enemies went the same way, so they could stall them basically in their advance, and they did. So I see 2 destroyers already going A, so there's no reason for me to go there as well, because yeah, it's kind of useless to get all your destroyers at the same place. And our carrier was smart enough to plant some of his fighters on the B cap, so we can see there's no enemy there, so it's a good opportunity for me to go there. Little look at the team lineup. So this time I'm top tier 7. We have a carrier on each side, so we have to consider that with every movement. Yeah, so it's quite evenly with our battleships and cruisers, so that's okay. Got a lot of destroyers though, 5 on the enemy team. It's can be quite annoying as a destroyer captain. Because you're more fighting the enemy destroyers rather than go fighting the capital ships. But yeah, this is what it is. Matchmaking is giving us this, so we have to make the best out of it. Okay, so like I said, move into B. There's still no enemy here nearby, so I don't have any reason to deploy my smoke. I also try to move to this island here in the middle of the cap, so we can use it as hard cover if I do get spotted. But like I said before, our carriers actually planting fighter planes there. So I see this Gneisen now going there. So I launch some opportunistic torpedoes, and now I get spotted, of course, by the Akatsuki, so I have to drop my smoke right now, because I want to cap this point, because I want that XP and the advantage for our team, of course. So as you can see, he's still going the same route, and it turned out to be my torps were exactly right, so I got some damage on him, but yeah, so he's eating like what, 6 torpedoes, and that was suicide. 53k damage on one of their most important ships, tier 7. So it was a good start for me. And again, I got some nice medals. Again, first blood, same as previous battle. Which, by the way, was I had these 2 battles one after another. So yeah, it was good times. So I had to deploy my smoke, so I'm gonna use it anyway, why not? I stay in this cap because I have no reason to move anywhere else. So I set my sights on the Akatsuki because for some reason he thinks he has to go in reverse there. Maybe he beached himself before, I don't know. So yeah, he can't see me, I can't see him, so it's a good opportunity for me to set him on fire and just break his engine or whatsoever, like what happens right now. So as he's sitting there, he's deploying his smoke, and he decides to repair. That's still the 2 hits on him, and he will be inside soon. He was a bit lucky here, so his engine was broken again, I believe, or maybe he has last stand, and clearly wasn't enough. So kill number 2, 57k damage, not bad. So at this time I was looking at the map and I see like most of the enemy battleships are going to sea. Also our battleships are there as well. So yeah, so like I said, was the best choice by accident maybe, I don't know. And so they could stall them, their advancement. So they have C cap, but it's not really important because we have A and B. So the Ranger getting spotted, the enemy's carrier. So I decided to go for that guy. Considering C cap wasn't really in danger anyway because we have enough friendlies over there, like I said. So tell the team that I'm going for the Ranger. I'm popping my speed boost to get more speed on it, of course, and yeah, try to go for that guy. It's important to take him out, of course, or at least set his flight deck on fire so he can't launch his planes. I'm not saying that you should always go for them because I see a lot of DDs just chasing down the carrier for no reason, and then they lose this battle for no reason, of course. So, but at this point I was confident that I would have time for that. So we have the Nicholas over there as well, as you can see. Knocking out his engine. I even citadel him in HE, which is rather sad. Should not be the case. Yeah, so got the first fire on the guy. Still firing on him, of course, but again, still keeping an eye on the Nicholas, of course, because you don't want to get caught out by him, and then when he's focusing you down. So take some shots at him. He was smart enough to send his torpedoes. I have to say, were very well launched, like in the direction, as you can see soon. So I'm still putting hurt on the carrier, and here are the torpedoes of the Nicholas, and he hits me once, which is sad. Anyway, kill number 3, 88k damage, and so now I had to set my sights on the Nicholas. He decides not to shoot, I believe, so he goes stealth. Although I still, yeah, put some hurt on him. You can see the superior of the Russian 130mm guns, like the flat trajectory and yeah, so the like the shell's velocity as well. It's way superior compared to like a Nicholas or even a Mahan, the same tier, American destroyer. I think he's dropping smoke now, or deploying smoke soon, so he will go stealth, because he's in a disadvantage anyway, doesn't matter, he can only fire 2 guns if he's kiting away. Yeah, and then the shell speed on these things are just superior. So as you can see here, he dropped smoke right now, I believe. So I'm just going for the Colorado, nothing else I can do really. Still spotted, of course, by enemy dive bombers. They're still left from the dead carrier. So yeah. So because of the captain, I don't have the 4-point skill, advanced firing training. So I'm really hampered by the lack of range at this point. And yeah. So as I'm just moving in, I'm like twice as fast almost as a Colorado, if not twice as fast. So should not be an issue. Yeah, I'm spotted by, sometimes I get spotted again by the planes, but I'm not really afraid because like the Nicholas isn't really a threat for me anymore. With his 2k HP left, so as soon as he starts shooting, I'm just gonna turn my attention to him and just kill him off, of course. But at this point I just try to get some fires on the Colorado. Yeah, always keeping an eye out of for the enemy, what of course. You can't just stay in sniper view and hope for the best, because that's not how it works, of course. Yeah, like you can see here. Okay, so I can't really get any fires on him yet, so it's rather sad. Yeah. But I'm patient. So I see Cleveland and New York there in C-cap, and I think one of them is trying to shoot at me. I was aware of that, so always that's why I'm so like moving around, going left, right, because you can't just sail in a straight line and then expect not to get hit. Okay, so here's the Nicholas again. And as soon as I saw him, I turned my attention to him, of course, and because I need to have him go. Yeah, so the next shot will kill him. That's how superior the guns are. He's not able to hit me once. Okay, so he's dead, and I made a mistake here. I saw that in the replay. I could have launched my torpedoes maybe through this gap here and might hope for the best to hit the Fuso, because he was in torpedo range. Like I said, 8 kilometer range, so yeah, well, anyway, missed opportunity. I was too busy on killing this guy. And yeah, as you can see, he tries one last time, but he doesn't even hit. Yeah, so he's dead. Death by fire. So that gives me my Kraken. So that's like 2 battles in the Leningrad and 9 kills. So yeah, couldn't complain about the results, of course. This point, yeah, there's nothing much I can do. Like we're superior at this point, and like the Cleveland will die soon, and then the New York will die as well. Like I said, the Cleveland gone, New York gone. So the only thing we have left here is the Fuso. So I'm just moving in to see if I can do some more. Deploying the speed boost to get there faster, because you always want to do some more damage if possible, of course. Yeah. So comes nearly to an end. I'd like to say give it a thumbs up if you liked it. It will help out my channel a lot. Also, maybe if you think it's worth it, you could subscribe, of course. And then again, I will leave you with the post-battle results, and after that we'll come back with the third battle. Alright, battle number 3. Still in the Leningrad. Team lineup. Again, top tier, so it's good for me. It's always better to be top tier. This ship becomes a lot more powerful that way. Yeah, so we have some battleships. This time we have the DD advantage, destroyer advantage. They only have 2. So the only one I really have to be worried about is the Mahan. He can really contest me if he wants to, especially at short range due to the superior rate of fire. Mutsuki, I'm not really afraid of. Yeah, so got some tier 7 battleships. So it looks pretty good. Okay, so my plan is to go to B. I decided to take B and at least go there and see if I can cap it. Like I said in the previous battle, it can be risky, but this time we have the DD advantage anyway, so most likely either one would go to this cap. Yeah, go into the cap, go a bit to the side of course, don't go too deep into it, and again I try to use this this island here to use it as hard cover, because everything that's over here and even those two won't be able to hit me if I have to move a bit forward though, but as long as I'm not spotted and I'm still capping, that means there's no threat near, so should be good. Yeah. So just waiting. It's a bit boring, but you know, it's one of the duties of a destroyer, of course. Capping points, scouting the enemy, and all that. So our friendlies are kind of spread out, so that's a good thing. As long as they focus fire, we should be good. At this point I start shooting as soon as I'm sure that I will have to cap anyway, because there was like 4 seconds left, so they won't have the reaction time to shoot at me, and the shell travel time will take more than 4 seconds. As you can see, this Mahan tries to contest me a bit, but I hit him, set him on fire, and he will do the same thing to me. However, I'm safe here with the island, and so I can use my repair consumable. Don't have anything to worry about. So I'm still spotted, of course, because I shot, and the Congo will still spot me. So I set my sights on this guy and see if I can set him on fire. He, for some reason, is reversing, I believe. So every salvo I take, or every second salvo, I go out of sniper view again to make to be aware of my surroundings. So I don't want to get caught out by this Mahan, of course. He might be foolish enough to contest me. And again, I'm not popping smoke here anyway, because as you can see, I'm safer than they can't really hit me. The Cleveland might, but he's too busy with all those friendly ships over there. So I don't really have a reason to pop my smoke. Maybe if the Mahan shows up again, I might have to, but at this point I don't. So I'll just keep hammering down on the Congo here. And yeah, still not dropping smoke and deploying smoke because I don't have to. The other one's there. So here I have the Mahan. I have to be a bit worried. So I'll launch my torpedoes. Just basically for aerial denial, because you never know if he might actually push in and start shooting at me. Try to shoot him, but the flat shell arch doesn't give me a chance to hit him. He's turning away, so I don't really have to worry again. And I turn my attention back to the Congo. And still, not deploying any smoke because I don't have to. I'm perfectly safe. Just put the hurt on this guy, try to set him on fire multiple times, so basically I am an annoyance for him. He should have turned around and shot at me already. Just to chase me off so I would leave, but he doesn't. As you can see, I think he will shoot soon. For some reason he decides. Maybe he has nothing to shoot at that point, so he just turned the attention to me. So again, not a fire. Still not a blowing smoke because I don't have to. The Mahan is not brave enough to contest me in any way, so I didn't have to worry. So here he shoots at me. The thing is though, he thought I was reversing more, but I didn't. So now it's time for me to leave. The Mahan as well is showing up and he's trying to shoot me. So now I'm unspotted again. And so now I'm gonna move to A. A is already capped, so that's not really the reason that I should go here, but there are enough friendlies to shoot at and to set on fire, of course. So again, I see a Kongu, another one. Here I am deploying smoke because I see I have enough targets to shoot at and keep shooting at. Because let's say you deploy your smoke, but they're moving away from you, they might get out of your gun range, so then you just sit there with the useless smoke. You don't want that either. Backing up a bit to get some more island cover, in case they actually try to shoot me, like blind fire. So yeah, so another fire, and you really live by fires, of course. Gives you additional damage. Like right now I'm still like what, 30k damage. It's not that a lot of course. I could have changed my attention to some other ship right now, but yeah, he has enough fires, and so I changed my direction to the Perth. It's the only other ship that I have I'm able to shoot at because of the range. So I guess I already have the 4-point captain skill here. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I was looking around and I see this Kongu coming back. The one that I was shooting at the entire time. He's trying to cap B, but well, he won't be successful, of course. So I reverse and turn my attention back to the Kongu. I kind of have to, because he's getting really close. Getting so close, his secondaries can even open up on me. So also my smoke is fading, as you can see. It runs out someday. So turn my attention on this guy, and that will be my first kill by fire. Okay, so 45k damage, almost 45k, and one kill. So I'm looking with my torpedoes what the Sean Horst is doing. He's the biggest threat. He has the better guns to shoot at DDs, of course. Smaller caliber, better rate of fire. However, I feel so confident that I still shoot, but I didn't even use the smoke that the Farragut deployed, because there is only like one ship that can shoot at me, and I wasn't really scared of him because he was too busy with my friendlies that are over there. Yeah, they might be more of a danger for him, but yeah, I will do more damage anyway because of my superior rate of fire and then the fires that I will set. And still, confident enough. I'm not even going to use the Farragut smoke. I'm just going to sit here being spotted, not giving a damn, basically. As you can see, the only one that actually could shoot at me would be the Perth, but again, he's too busy with shooting at those two. And, yeah, so I just keep shooting at the guy. As you can see, the guns do minimal damage, but like I said, it's all about fires, of course. The fires do the most damage. He's turning away, running away, but it's kind of too late. Should have thought about that. Because he was reversing, and then he's just gonna move forward again, and then he decides to turn around. So you lose so much health that way, and especially if two destroyers are shooting at you at the same time like this. Yeah. Anyway, so at this point I decide to move in because the Kongu will die soon. I think it was, not sure. Well, so I was still shooting, of course, and so the Arizona spotted me. So I was really checking on this guy here, the Sean Horst. He was moving in for no reason now, so I was confident enough that I could torp him. It was kind of important that I would finish him off, or almost, because I cannot deal with him at close range. His guns are too powerful, and then his secondaries will open up. He even has torpedoes, so worry about that. But devastating strike, 40k damage. So I'm going for 51 to 93 almost. Also, that the game was almost done. So we have a nice now. I'm just gonna sit here and I was waiting for my torpedoes to reload. Didn't even saw the cap point advantage at this point. Couldn't really care because I was too busy with this fight. It's too much fun. And again, I barely use smoke. I used like one smoke because I didn't have to. You don't really have to deploy smoke if you're safe, or kind of safe. So this battle will end soon. Our friendlies are even capping C. Yeah, I couldn't complain. So I'll stick out my nose a bit so he can shoot at me. And he hit me, but I'll hit him as well. And the sad thing is I will even set him on fire here. Guns, as you can see. So torpedoes almost reloaded. Didn't even saw the cap point timer, or whatever you want to call it. So I moved in. Bit of a mistake. A serious big old hit by the Bajona. But I really wanted to get some torps out. That's about it. Team ends here.